Welcome to this week's Movie Math, where NWA once again proved themselves exemplary artists and businessmen. Yes, just like their original album back in 1988, the movie Straight Outta Compton has become an instant sensation with impressive crossover appeal. Opening at #1 with 56 million, the flick obviously brought in an audience that was largely African American, but also 23% Caucasian, 21% Hispanic, and 4% Asian. It was also split right down the middle in terms of both age and gender. This is also Universal's 7th jewel in what's becoming a blinding box office crown, with Jurassic World obviously in the middle, but surrounded by Furious 7, Minions, 50 Shades of Grey, Pitch Perfect 2, Trainwreck, and now Straight Outta Compton. But Universal plans to mine even more cash from NWA, first re-releasing their original albums as part of their Respect the Classics campaign back in April, which of course helped promote this movie. And to help launch Straight Outta Compton in Europe, Universal is putting together an NWA reunion tour featuring special guest Eminem. By the way, 8 Mile, which opened on par with Straight Outta Compton in 2002, was also a Universal release. While Harvey Weinstein and Antoine Fuqua couldn't get Marshall Mathers back in front of the camera for Southpaw, which was originally written just for him, perhaps Dr. Dre, now a movie producer as well as a music producer, can do the trick along with Universal. Yes, Straight Outta Compton is the first movie Dre has ever fully produced, and how much you want to bet after this, he's here to stay. One does have to wonder if Dr. Dre and Ice Cube will be able to impact the movie industry as much as they have the music industry, and if they'll continue to be as raw as they are here, considering how more mainstream black films are currently thriving at the box office. And while fellow producer Will Packer will certainly be looking to secure Straight Outta Compton's on-camera talent for more of his own movies, will other producers come calling as well? Prior to the film's release, audiences had said O'Shea Jackson Jr. was one of their main reasons for checking out the film, so expect to see him on a lot of studio shortlists. And possibly Jason Mitchell and Corey Hawkins as well. And with this astounding success, Universal will also now have to consider if they want to do an awards push for Straight Outta Compton. Although, the similarly popular and controversial American Sniper might have gotten plenty of nominations, but ultimately went home empty-handed. On a side note, and totally in line with NWA's original message, while law enforcement and corporate America expected the worst over the weekend, stepping up security at theaters, there wasn't a single reported incident. As for this weekend's other new release, Warner Brothers' effort to raise Henry Cavill's profile was hardly a successful mission. The Man from U.N.C.L.E. opened on par with what some might call the female version, Hot Pursuit, although surely nobody on Team U.N.C.L.E. wants to be associated with that clunker. But while at least Cavill can slip back into his blue PJs, where is Armie Hammer to turn? After Mirror Mirror, The Lone Ranger, and now this, well, at least he's the great-grandson of oil tycoon Armand Hammer, and the entire Hammer family is still quite wealthy. Interestingly, Hammer is not the only scion in Hollywood these days. Tech billionaire Larry Ellison's son David founded and runs Skydance Productions, which produces blockbusters like World War Z and Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, while his daughter Megan founded and runs Annapurna Pictures, which produces award winners like Zero Dark 30 and American Hustle. And then Rooney and Kate Mara's father's family founded and still owns the New York Giants, while their mother's family founded and still owns the Pittsburgh Steelers. Speaking of Kate Mara, it's rumored that Josh Trank was adamantly against her playing the role of Sue Storm in his Fantastic Four, and surely she now wishes that Fox hadn't insisted. The much-maligned superhero flick plummeted almost 70% in its second weekend, and while it's past the century mark worldwide, it'll be tough for the pricey pick to break even, at least in theaters. At least Fox saved some money towards the end by not advertising it very much. But they might lose even more money on the picture still, as it was revealed last week that Trank has lawyered up and is planning to take legal action against the studio. He is a man at this point with nothing to lose. And as one BTT viewer excitedly tweeted me, Marvel's Ant-Man has surpassed both San Andreas and Mad Max Fury Road at the domestic box office for the year, and is also catching up to Mad Max worldwide as well. But I don't know if that's good news for Ant-Man or just bad news for Mad Max. But what's definitely good news is that Ant-Man got some love at Disney's D23 Expo over the weekend, with a spot in the Civil War footage that Kevin Feige unveiled. The flick will open across Asia throughout September, so we'll be sure to keep an eye on it. As for this coming weekend, Sinister 2 is expected to open on par with the original flick, whose director went on to helm Doctor Strange, while Jesse Eisenberg's hapless hitman is expected to outgross Rupert Friend's professional hitman. And that's the weekend box office. I'm Grace Randolph, and we just did some movie math. As always, thanks for watching, and I hope you'll go beyond the trailer for these other top movies.